What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit different from usual. I'm just going to talk to you about all of these lies that crypto influencers tell you on a daily basis and why you keep falling for them. And just a major warning that you're going to get wrecked if you keep listening to this and you don't do your own due diligence. This is a big warning. It's going to be an unfiltered video, but at the same time, I'm not going to create any drama and I'm not going to call any people out. First of all, because it's not worth my time. I'm not building this channel up to these people or just warning about this dude. I honestly don't care. You, at the end of the day, are responsible for your actions, for the people who you follow, and definitely for the investments that you make. So let's actually get straight to the point because I don't want to lose any time. So the first point, and probably one of the most important ones, is unrealistic expectations. This is an issue that afflicts 99% of the crypto YouTube space. And this is also due to crazy thumbnails with crazy price predictions. And guess what? For some extent, I'm also responsible to this. And I'm not immune for this. So why should you... Oh, Sipro, why are you better than these people? Well, first of all, I do understand up to a certain point that we as YouTubers are to attract viewers with these catchy thumbnails, etc. But sometimes if I see somebody posting a coin that is billions in market cap with a 1000x, people can't take you seriously. Only beginners maybe are gonna fall for that, and people are gonna say in the long term that you're essentially full of. I just typed 1000x on YouTube to see the kind of shit that it pops on, and I don't want, again, this is just my YouTube search results, but I look at this and I see 500x on stupid memes everywhere, projects that are unknown, and they're gonna give you 1000x. The hell is this? A dog with swimming goggles to give you a 1000x, and also this kind of thumbnail. I haven't seen any good stuff coming from it. So again, this is not throwing shades at any YouTuber. I'm just typing on YouTube 1000x, and this is the type of stuff that it pops in, and not one single one of these videos actually have plausible information that can actually make you money. And unfortunately, 99% of people, even if this is not financial advice, and we like to say this, yeah, it's true, but we also hold some kind of influence over people, and these people that are much bigger than me, even more so, and people are still gonna take that as some sort of advice or guideline to invest, unfortunately. That's the reality of things, and people are gonna get wrecked. So it's also our responsibility to just not make it excessive to the point that we become a joke. The second point is people make money with memes. So the reality of things is that if you go on X and you see all these flashy posts of, oh, I made a 1000x, or I'm buy this for the next 1000x, 100x for this frog or this autistic penguin or all the friends of Pepe. Unfortunately, very few people are gonna make money out of that. The majority of people are gonna get wrecked. I've seen people getting wrecked time and time again, listening to these things and thinking that, you know, by investing into this easy money, they're gonna build generational wealth. Unfortunately, the kind of wealth that you create overnight, it's not guaranteed and it's not easy to get. So if you get a lot of money out of a meme overnight with no utility, just stupid hype built around it, the chances are that you get that money in the first place is going to be very hard. But just like you got it, if you happen to be in that top 1% of people, you can get wrecked just as easily the day after. The money that is so easy to be made, it's also as easy to get lost. And this is what people don't understand, because all these YouTubers talking about memes, they're just wrecking their audience. There's no easy way of saying this, and there's no pretty way for me to tell you. I could just bullshit you right now and make videos about memes, and guess what? People will listen to me. People will buy memes, but I don't want to do that. And this is why you don't see me do one single video about memes. It's because people will take that as advice. People will buy the shit, and tomorrow they could lose all of their money. And even though we say, don't put more money that you can afford to lose, don't put your life savings into this, I can guarantee you that I will see some people that are going to put 10, 20, 30, even all their portfolio into a friend of Pepe, into a meme that is going to be gone by tomorrow. This kind of easy money can be gone just as easily. So this is what I recommend people. If you want to really put money into memes, consider it as a gamble. Consider it just like you're going with your mates to the casino and you put some money on the black at the roulette. There's a 50-50 opportunity that you're going to make money. It means it's actually much less than that. But anyway, that's another story for another video. But don't put 10% of your portfolio. Even if you have a fully degen portfolio, put very little money into it. That if it goes down to zero, if it rugs, you're not going to be upset with yourself, and you're going to have a safety net that is strong and big enough to cover and account for all the losses that you've gotten to the memes. For me, if I was to invest in memes, which I don't, by the way, I wouldn't put more than 0.1% of my portfolio at this point. But who knows why I'm even making this video? I'm sure that people won't understand anyway. All I can say is that I'm not surprised that 90% of people in crypto, or even more, lose money. And to this, have a look at what my friend Dream Crypto posted. If you're still trading Solana memes, just stop and wait for the next sell season. Because look at this. More than 20,000 new tokens are created daily on the Solana chain. The Solana chain has been one of the biggest one for memes. And you can see, you can't even imagine how many memes are created. Out of these ones, 90%, 99% probably of them are gonna rug. And the ones that are gonna do well, 1% of people are gonna make money. So there's a big warning to you following influencers that tell you to buy memes, and maybe they promise you that they're gonna be listed on a tier 1 exchange like Binance, and then it rugs overnight and you lose all the returns that you've made. I'm sorry, but don't say that I haven't told you so, even though I hate to be that guy. And the last warning, if you really decide to invest in any of this, make sure to pull out your initial investment as soon as possible. So let's say that as soon as it goes to a 2x, you pull out your initial investment. In that case, you haven't lost any money, okay? You can make money or you break even. That is a big thing to understand, because even if you happen to make money and catch a small pump, the money is not yours until you cash out. Okay, so the next one is paid shillers. People promoting scams. Now, these are very obvious to spot, and I don't want to even make a big deal about it. I trust you to at least gain some knowledge if you want to follow what people say online to you. But if you see that one of the main things is, if you see all the key opinion leaders post the same exact copycat post on X or the same exact scripted video on YouTube, chances are 99% that they've been paid for promoting a scam. Now, marketing is essential for projects. I'm not opposed to people that do paid promotions entirely, despite what these genuine YouTubers, which are not genuine, say. Projects have marketing budgets for a reason, but the problem that I have is these people that blindly promote absolute scams. While they know that they're scams, they know that people are gonna buy it, they know that the developers, the team are gonna rug these people, and they do so willingly. They've sold their soul for money, and they honestly don't care if there's thousands of people that get wrecked. This is what I have a big problem with, and it's something that 99% of YouTubers do, unfortunately. And you can clearly see that if, projects have terrible charts, terrible tokenomics, they have no utility, they're just based on hype and paid traffic for these influencers, people are still going to invest in them because people trust these influencers, unfortunately. So it's up to you to actually know better. So make sure to double check, make sure if, to always do your own research. You should never trust what an influencer tells you blindly. Not even what I'm telling you right now. I'm not telling you to trust me blindly. You shouldn't trust blindly anyone on the internet by yourself. The next point is everything goes up eventually. This is one of the biggest lies that so many people just can't know any better. And I'm so triggered that this is the case because look at this, Axie Infinity. This was one of the biggest gainers of the previous bull run. So if you bought here and you sold here, well, congrats to you, you made a lot of money. But there's a lot of people that have kept their bag right here thinking that this bull run around is going to surpass this all-time high and it's going to go to new highs, etc. Listen up, if this was the case, I wouldn't even bother researching projects. And I would go to all these projects that are down 90% and beyond, even the projects that are 99.99%, even the projects that are down 100% from all-time high. And believe me, there's a lot of these. And I would just dump my money into them and I would build so much wealth, right? That would be so easy. But the reality is that crypto is not easy. This is not how it works. Projects that are so down from all-time high, they will never recover. There's only 1% of projects that go beyond the previous all-time high that they've held in the previous bull run. Beginners think that it's like the stock market, that everything goes up eventually, so you put some money and then eventually it's going to be more than what you put. Crypto is not like this. Crypto is a different industry. So chances are that if the chart looks like this and the project got a big pick in the previous bull run and it crashed so freaking hard, chances are it's not going to recover. So this is why I preach projects that are new, that haven't gone through a bull run before. In my portfolio right now, I don't have a single one that has gone through a previous bull run, and that says a lot. The fifth point is the price target and terrible exit strategies. This is another big one that a lot of people don't know and they're not aware of because they haven't gone through a bull run before. And if you haven't gone through a bull run before, you will see all of these influencers that make you these exit strategies say, oh, I'm selling if the price goes there. So let's say I'm selling all my Bitcoin when Bitcoin goes to 200K. What is it going to happen after? That Bitcoin goes to 190K. They haven't sold anything. That is the top of Bitcoin. And then the bear market starts. Then let's say the Bitcoin goes to 30K, whatever. Just an arbitrary number. You haven't sold anything. You haven't made any money. If anything, you lost money. This is something that I really want you to understand, that until you sell, you haven't made any money. And if you set yourself price targets, especially if they're unrealistic, because I know so many people that they're telling me that they won't sell Caspa until it reaches $10. $10 Caspa is probably not going to happen this bull cycle. So you're going to essentially lose all of your money, or you're going to break even. If you bought even at 10 cents, it's going to go back down. It's ridiculous, but people don't understand. So this is not the strategy that I preach. I'm not going to talk about my exit strategies. I discussed this very extensively in my private group, and I'm not even going to try to sell you my group, by the way. If you want to join, you will see it at the end of the video, but this is not a video for it. What I'm telling you is that I don't reason this way, and 99% of people that will give you advice on the internet will make you think that you can make money by setting price target. This unfortunately doesn't happen. This is far from the truth. So I'm not going to touch this in detail, but just be aware that that is not the strategy to go. And that leads to a lot of disappointment. I know a lot of people that they thought that Bitcoin of 100K would happen in the previous bull cycle. They never sold their Bitcoin. And then they arrived at 15K in the previous bear market and they sold it because they acted like emotional. Let me conclude this video with this last point. Don't trust people that sell courses or preach you that they know so much in crypto. The people that sell courses, in my opinion, have resulted to that because they don't have any knowledge to run a community. They don't have any gems that they bring to their Patreons or private groups. They have nothing to teach you in crypto. They probably don't know more than you. So they just resort to these money-grabbing schemes, making overpriced courses of multiple thousands of dollars because of their actual inability to actually monetize the skills that they preach they have. I'm not going to call any names. I'm not interested, but just be aware that if people are trying to make money that way, there's probably something underneath it. And I sincerely wish that you know better and that you can make better decisions with your money. This video, rant, however you want to name it, is over now. And listen, I could stay here and just tell you, join my private group, whatever. Listen, you guys know I have a private group. I think I've demonstrated my honesty. I think I've demonstrated the track record that I have. There's a proven track record of the results that I was able to generate for people and how I'm actually changing the lives of hundreds or almost in the thousands of investors. So I'll let you be the judge and I wish you well in your journey. Until then, take care for now.